just thinking about something here. What is going on with these? I just saw a homeless white guy walking around Southeast DC, man. Just now. What the hell? Let me go ahead and talk about it. This is the Friday free-for-all rant. DJ Wolf Live. Oh, yeah. What's going on, people? This is your boy DJ Wolf on a Friday morning. Get ready for the weekend. I may do a live podcast this weekend. I can't say that because you know how I am. But anyway, I just saw a white guy. He was very disheveled. He looked homeless. He looked like he may escape from St. Elizabeth over here in Southeast. He was walking around, just aimlessly walking around. I was like, what the hell was that all about, man? I noticed there's more and more areas like Greater Southeast and my neighborhood, Glenville, and the other sections around African American communities around the country are getting more and more gentrified. I heard stories about even in New Orleans, the 9th Ward, the sections of the 9th Ward that I heard were also being gentrified as well. Yeah, that's right. White people are taking claim back to their old neighborhoods. You know, but you know why? Because the land's cheaper. It's the value went down to a point where they can go back and make money off of y'all. We don't take advantage of stuff like that, you know, and it's a damn shame that we don't. And should have been doing it a long time ago, back in the 70s when many families had good jobs, working in for labor sustained jobs. Should have been out there taking that money, investing in properties, you know, and building businesses that last. That's some of the things we don't do collectively. Even as a race, we don't do it, you know. And I think that's kind of hurt us more than anything else, you know. I've been feeling for years that we should have been doing that a long time ago, you know. And now you got generations that's struggling to get by because the generations before them didn't prepare. You know, that's another whole story. On a side note, I got to talk about this too. Amber Guyger, who murdered the young brother, 27-year-old Botham Jean, I think that's his name. Botham Jean. Anyway. His father I guess he was either on the stand or it was reported that he had said that he wanted to be friends with Amber Guyger. Really? Your son was murdered viciously by a cop just because of something she thought and not facts, and you want to be friends with this bitch? Really? The woman is a total racist. His father wants to be friends with her. What is up with that bullshit? What's wrong with people? Really? Has our culture got to the point now? It's bad enough you got genocide coming through in our culture. Cultural appropriation, which I'm looking at right now, right in here in Greater Southeast. Out west, where they got all these developments coming up here. It's not going to benefit most of us. And now you got black people doing the same thing we've been doing for 400 years. We're still forgiving to a point now we want to be friends. Now, I'm kind of on the fence about the friends part, but to forgive somebody who murdered your son and then you want to be friends with him, I mean, come on. That's stretching it way too far. That ain't likely to happen. I mean, God forbid, it's anybody I know and love, man. And you really think I'm going to forgive that person for doing it and want to be friends with them? I don't think so. I really, seriously do not think so. I have a hard time trying to keep friends. But I ain't trying to be friends with somebody who do me or my family harm. Are you fucking serious? That's a narrative I can never ride. I don't give a damn how religious I am. I would never ride with that narrative. Why would you want to be honest? You know, I can't ride with that damn narrative. I want to be friends with you because you white. That is so stupid to me, man. That ain't never gonna happen. Be friends with somebody because because she's a female. I wonder if it was a guy, would they do the same thing? Not so sure about that, but there are black people like that though. I was talking about this before. Do you know there was a judge before he handed down the hearing phase on the murder by Dylann Roof of 9 black parishioners in South Carolina? He told the victims' families that he wasn't going to. He would only do the hearing after. And seriously, he said after they forgive him. Yes, they did. He actually said that, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You mean tell me that you're telling the family to atone for something that he did? Like, really? Could you be more stupid? Could you really be more stupid? Yeah, he actually said that. And there are many church people, and I know my church this week we're going to talk about that too. You must forgive. I'm sorry. This is me. I'm a very, very forgiving person. I can be forgiving to you. I can let stuff go. I've learned to let stuff go. I went through a lot of stuff with my own family this year. You know. I ain't gonna lie. I had a disagreement with my mother about something the week of my dad's memorial service, and she was kind of wrong about a couple of things, and I wasn't completely wrong, but I was wrong. With some issues I had, and guess what I did? I forgave her, and I moved on. My mother's not getting any younger, and neither am I. But and that's because it's family. Not that she did anything extremely malicious. It was something that I had major disagreement on, and she didn't like that. But that's another story. I don't want to go into too much detail about it. But and me, because I'm like that, I can be that way. But this mess right here, see, this is the problem. This is the problem with our culture. 400 years, we don't even forgive our own people for some of the stuff that they do, and they do some of the same dirt. But yet you wouldn't forgive a white person for blowing, for just outright murdering your child with no justification at all. What y'all doing? Ain't taking the time getting across it too. Yeah, no justification, period. No justification. Trying to figure why is traffic so slow this morning. It's just dragging. I mean, it's just drag. First it was dragging, and then you didn't even know why. There was no accidents or anything reported, and then it's just dragging. But, I was trying to tell somebody this morning, and yesterday I was like, look, our culture is, excuse my language, is fucked up because the fact that we always forgiving the oppressor. We're always forgiving other people. We don't even forgive our own people for stuff that we do to each other. And that's a fact. I know people who had grudges for decades. But you won't forgive a white person who murdered your son. The same type of murdering they've been doing to our people for decades, not centuries. Okay, for 400 plus years. And we're still in that mode of forgive. And then you're going to depend on the white people to do the sentencing phase for you. and then they're going to get off. I'm just tired of that, man. You know, I seriously am. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. This is a lot more than we need to be that involved with in terms of how we deal with racism in this country. Them forgiving her is not going to resolve racism. The woman is a known racist, and I don't get it. No, I haven't watched most of the trial, and I admit to that. The other thing I don't like, the fact that she's going to do only 10 years. And from what I was heard and read from published reports, she's only going to probably do 5, which we get half the time off because it's probably likely her first offense, and she'll probably get good behavior, which probably knock it down a couple more years after that. She probably won't stay in there but a minute. Matter of fact, now this is a fact. The cop, the Metro cop who killed that young boy, Fruitvale Station, out in I think it was San Francisco or LA, one of them. I think California, something like that. And he only did 2 years, and he was caught on video. He was caught on video shooting the man in cold blood. The young man was apprehended. He had on cuffs. Handcuffs. And the cop shot him right in the head. He ain't like what the young man said to him. Yeah, he took the liberty to just shoot him, and he only did 2 fucking years. The young man didn't even attack him. He couldn't do an attack because he was sitting there handcuffed with his hands behind his back. That was nothing but an execution. That's all. It was, a fucking execution. And y'all don't want us to question that? And y'all talking about we need to forgive? Fuck that shit, man. That was cold-blooded murder. And that cop did 2 years. Yeah. He did virtually no time. Matter of fact, speaking of that, George Zimmerman didn't even see jail. He just got booked. He saw no jail time, with evidence, audio evidence, by a law enforcement, officer of the law, telling him to stand down, and he went and did it anyway. Why is this traffic today? This traffic is mad crazy. I've never seen it like this before, especially when there's no events going on. This is nuts. I'm fighting it. Wow. Really? You gotta be kidding me. Oh well. But yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know where our culture is coming to. I really don't. I have no clue. I don't know why. Why we are the way we are as a culture. I think we failed as a culture. In terms of, fighting for rights. Over the years, especially over the last 15 years, we failed. There's no doubt about it. You gotta take that big F. You gotta take that L, man. And wake up. And retool our culture, man. We gotta learn to stand for ourselves. Stop taking the backseat to bullshit all the time. Which in turn is part of the cycle of bullshit. Because that's all we do. We cycle bullshit. We've been cycling bullshit for decades, for centuries. All this, we forgive. You know, I had a discussion with old ladies this morning. You know, all that comes from the Bible. But, don't get me wrong, there are things in the Bible that I do live by. Forgiveness, It depends on the situation. And like I told people, Dylan Roof, I would never forgive Dylan Roof until he paid the piper. And that's the same thing with Amber Guyger. But 10 years is not going to be, 10 years is not enough. Not enough for something that was clearly not only a mistake, a clearly complete bad judgment. You know? And the fact that she was not even on the same floor where her apartment was. And she sit there and just put a bullet in the brother. Just because he was black. That's the other thing I hate. She put a bullet in his brother because he's black. She didn't even give him chances. She didn't read him his rights or nothing. She just shot him. And y'all want me to validate, to give her validation by forgiving her? No. We can't do that. That's the problem. We're too easy when it comes to our culture forgiving others. We don't forgive our own people like that. But you're going to forgive white people for doing the same stuff. You know? I'm sorry. You have to have the punishment fit the crime. Now, my old lady was saying, well, you know, vengeance is not yours, it's God's. Which is true. But here's the thing, though. How much longer do we got to wait for that? You know? That's my thing. I mean, don't believe me. Don't get me wrong. I believe in God. That's just me. I believe there's a higher power. We didn't get here by ourselves. Something had to be implanted here in order for to have created us as a people. I mean, as a human. Something had to, the wheels is in motion somewhere that had started the creation process of us as beings. There's no doubt about that. You can say, oh, no such thing as God all you want to. There's such thing as a creator. There's no question about that. There's definitely such thing as a creator. My thing is, though, is that we need to stop pussyfooting around with all this kumbaya. Praise the Lord all the time. And get some meat and potatoes of why we need to stand up for what's wrong in this country. You know? That's all I'm saying. We always hear about this, that, and the other from Bible prophecies, but the problem is we still got problems with a lot of things that shouldn't even exist in our society in 2019 for black folks. You know? Unfair, I mean, it's a lot of stuff, man. It's just unfair treatment of us when we were arrested by police. Housing, joblessness, you know, education either is too high or public schools is lacking it. You know, charter schools are an abomination to me personally. That's another story. I'm not going to get into that right now. I don't think they're any better than public schools. That's just me. It's another way. All you're doing is just putting a bow on it. Putting a bow on the education and say it's better. How much better, I haven't really figured out. But that's another story. And I'm not saying all charter schools, because I don't know about them. I know of a few I've heard down in this area that are considered an abomination. They had one not far from me today. It was open about, I don't think it was open 2 years and they closed it. I'm just saying. But that's all I got, guys. Of course, I'm going to have more on a live podcast coming soon. I got, going to be working on my music again. As I guys told you about, I actually worked on the NPC the other night. I was going to do something last night, but I said I was so tired. I said, now I'll get to it another day. But that's pretty much all I got. This is DJ Wolf, and guys, I'm out.